Welcome to another IADC update. This evening we are again on site bringing you all the latest developments here at the Argyle International Airport as far as construction is concerned. Now we are standing here at the edge of the first kilometer of the project, and this is where you find the approach end of the runway, and we are looking at a tremendous amount of progress being made with the fencing of the site. The last time we were here, we had some fencing done just over in that area, just on the foothill, what remains of foothill, and today we are back, and the entire area on the foothill all around here to the approach end of the runway, all the way back going towards Yami Hill, we are seeing fencing work being done, and a lot of it completed. Now right in front here behind me, we have seen just the poles up and all the foundation done already, and just have to put on the wires, etc. But quite a bit of the fencing work has been done here within the last 2 weeks, and it's only a matter of time as the other areas get freed up before we see the completion of this fencing. Yes, it's a big site, yes, it's a lot of fencing, but it's going fast and it's going really, really well. To my left, we are seeing the continued construction of the backwater, where they will be placing the approach lights at the end of the runway. Now that area is being nicely built up and it's being readied for the installation of the approach lights on the end of the runway. The electrical group that we have here on site, they work daily and they continue to install all of the facilities for the lighting of this entire airport site. That will be done very, very soon. In the meantime, they are continuing to put all the equipment inside the airside electrical substation, and that is being readied for operation. Now we have a significant amount of work taking place all across the site. Ahead of me is what remains of Yami Hill, and we are doing blasting there twice a week to finish that piece off. We have a bit more rocks to come down, not too much, they're almost done with that. And even in the other area at the Petroglyph Hill, we are seeing a lot of progress over there, and that work too soon will be completed. We're hoping that the drill machine would stand the test of time, will not break down as the others would have done, and we can have this work wrapped up. So that is something for the people in Stubbs and Argyle, Mount Pleasant and the surrounding areas to look forward to, the pending end of the blasting here at the Argyle International Airport. So we're going to take you around and show you some more of what is happening as we continue the construction and as we continue finishing work on the Argyle International Airport. You stay with us. Thank you for staying with us. We have borrowed somebody's porch, and we perched high above the passenger terminal building, where we can see all the works taking place down below. Now just in front of the passenger terminal building is the commercial apron, which we have been telling you for weeks is being expanded, and that expansion is going really well. Now if you look with me just below here, you will see that they have done a significant amount of work, and the expansion part of that project is coming nicely to a completion. They're putting in some additional slabs, and they have, if you look carefully, this strip coming down here in front of the 191 channel to complete, as well as a smaller strip just about here to put in to have that expansion completed. Now with the expansion of the commercial apron came the resulting expansion of the taxiway, that's the Alpha taxiway, and work is being done on that as we speak, as well as the additional drainage system that now has to be put in and is being put in to connect to the 191 channel. That drainage system will take all the water coming from the apron right along here into the 191 channel down to the Argyle Sea. Of course, the 191 channel also takes water from an existing drain, that's the channel that was here, and will also take runoff water from the road and water from the passenger terminal building, all being channeled down to the Argyle Ocean. So that is why we have this really long channel being constructed here that we refer to as the 191 channel. Now additionally, over on the runway, we have seen some additional pavement taking place where we had stopped last December up to early January. We have seen some additional pavement being done. That's with the second coat of asphalt being applied to the runway. Across here between the 191 and the 220 channel, they're continuing to lay the base material, and we're expecting that shortly they will be doing some additional pavement coming across. Yes, they have done some in the 3rd kilometer, and that is looking really, really good, as though we have a completed runway in that area. So just the joint areas between 191 and the 220 channel to be completed. When those are completed, we can breathe easy that we have basically completed the runway here at the Argyle International Airport. So a lot of work taking place here in every area as we speak to you. And we are seeing other areas of the site being leveled to facilitate other structures that would be placed here to make this airport truly complete. We are going to go across to the Rubis fuel farm and see what is happening there with that project. So come with us as we take you across to the Rubis farm. Where we're standing, we are just below the control tower, and we are overlooking the cargo terminal, the passenger terminal, aprons, the back of the car park, and of course the Rubis fuel station, which is just to my right. Now the work on that is going pretty well. We are hoping that in our next update we can bring you detailed information on the construction of the Rubis fuel farm, get some ideas to how far they are, how the work is going, and how much longer it's going to take for them to complete that part, well, their project. Now we have seen the pipelines being laid down in the areas designated for the pipelines to run to get to the fuel farm, and of course, as we told you before, that the fuel will be transported through the pipelines from the Stubbs Bay end right up to the fuel farm. So hopefully in our next update we will be able to get the person in charge, the supervisor, to talk to us and to give us some idea as to how far they are with that particular part of the project. But from what we can see, their work seems to be going well, and they are coming along quite nicely with everything that they are doing over there at the Rubis station. So from here we're gonna make our final stop just above the Petroglyph Hill to see what is taking place there with the rocks coming down there, and also the work being done at the 220 channel. So stay with us. Well, we are on the last leg of this, our IADC update, and we are standing, I tell you, pretty high up here on the top of the Petroglyph Hill, and this is the area where the now famous petroglyphs were located, and we have since relocated them, and we are doing our blasting so that we can get rid of the rocks that are sitting here on the western fence for the airport. Now, since the resumption of blasting, we have done a significant amount of work with the explosives in trying to get this hill down, and so the removal of the rocks continue. If you look behind me, you will be able to see where a chunk of it was blasted out, and right across we continue to see the work being done here with the use of the explosives. And of course, the trucks are kept pretty busy carrying these rocks across the rock fill at the end of the runway on the northern side. Now this is basically where we're going to stay for today. This is about as much information as we can share with you today. Up here offers us the advantage also of seeing really well what's behind us all the way across to the end of the runway, and if we turn in the opposite direction, it shows us everything that is happening here on the northern end of the runway. So you get a good view from up here of the works taking place in the 3rd kilometer of the runway. I love to see the 220 channel, which is now nicely covered, leveled, and base material. We have started putting the base material there so we can have the runway completed. Of course, we got to get all of this rock away so that we can construct or put up the fence here on the western side of the runway. So from a very windy Argyle today, I want to thank you for staying with us and thank you for viewing this our latest IADC update. Continue supporting the airport. It is coming. Your airport will be operational this year, 2016, and we are keeping things together. So with your support, with your prayers, we will get there. Thanks for viewing. If you want to get more information, please tune into our Facebook page at Friends of the Argyle International Airport, our Twitter page, Argyle International, or check our website at www.svgiadc.com. Until next time, we'll see you again.